this is Emily with Local Tasting Tours, downtown Halifax food and walking tours featuring delicious local food. Really excited about the podcast today. We're here with Jitterbug Sodas at the Halifax Seaport Farmers Market. I'm with the owner, Rowena, today, and we're going to be doing some tastings of this fantastic soda that they have. And I'm learning that there's something that makes it special, natural products. Can you tell me kind of about the genesis of your idea?
Sure. So my business partner, when we started this venture, had a farm with a lot of berries, fruits, rhubarb, and he was growing a lot of fresh herbs as well. And we were trying to think of something creative that we could do with these products. And there's already a lot of jams and jellies out there. We came up with the idea of making a soda concentrate that can be both used to make fresh Italian sodas and also to make mixed drinks. So you can make cocktails and martinis as well.
On top of your wide range of unique flavors, you have this fantastic retro image. You've got these awesome glasses, the whole kind of soda shop thing going on.
Well, when we decided that we wanted to have a soda shop, we were trying to think, well, what would that look like? We wanted to create this idea that we were doing something that came before all the, the nasty chemical sodas that are out there, just taking everybody back to a time when things were cleaner and safer and lives were just simpler and more fun. And plus, I just like the excuse of dressing up in red polka dots.
Our guest today is Sarah Craig from I Heart Bikes, and that's bike rentals and tours on the Halifax Waterfront. Can you tell me what you've got on the go this year?
Well, this year we're actually really excited to launch a new shop. So we're going to be building the shop out of a refurbished 40-foot shipping container. So we're kind of looking at our environmental ethic and saying, how can we expand but also stay with our values and do something a little bit different.
And people can recognize your bikes. They're so sleek and beautiful and colorful with the baskets. Do you have lots of couples?
We certainly do. Last year we had our very first engagement on our tandem bicycle, and it was a successful engagement. So we do a dating package, which is basically a half-day rental. You can choose between a tandem bicycle or 2 single bicycles, and we'll do a catered picnic for you as well. We're actually expecting some new styles, including polka dots.
We're going to do some tastings now, and I got to say, around Valentine's Day, I noticed that you had like this love potion number 9 going on, which is such an innovative idea.
A mixture of rose petal and cardamom. So it was just this incredibly romantic flavor.
Rowena, what are we going to taste today?
It depends on how adventurous Sarah is feeling. I would suggest either the Blueberry Grunt Cream Soda, which is one of our perennial favorites, made with local wild Nova Scotia blueberries, or we do a strawberry jalapeno.
Since it's an audio podcast, I'm going to describe. Rowena is pouring this beautiful elixir out of a tiny bottle. It's really rich in color. She's pouring it into a cup. Here comes the ice, and I'm going to put down the microphone so we get the shoot of the fizz. What's the name of that? I've seen that in old films. A seltzer, yeah.
One of the things I've learned from getting into this business is that flavors don't arrive on the palate at the same time. So the thing that's interesting about the strawberry jalapeno is that initially you get the taste of the strawberries and it's quite sweet. And you're like, oh, that's nice. Then you get the flavor of the greenness of the jalapeno peppers. And then right at the end you go, oh, there's the kick. And I love watching people's faces. They go, wow.
I definitely can attest to Rowena's description there. Initially, I tasted the strawberry. I thought, oh, that's really nice and sweet. And then it's almost like my smell was activated as well, and I could taste the jalapeno, and then there was that kick at the end. And certainly that first sip was the strongest, where I could distinguish the different flavors. But I'm going on to my 4th or 5th sip. It's delicious. It's great.
Can you think of some other interesting flavors that you've had before or you're coming up with?
We actually were experimenting with trying to come up with the best apple flavor possible, and I had 8 initially, and we tested them over the last few weeks. Apple Time is the one that's probably going to come out as the one that we keep.
It's neat when you think about it. You have this bike ride and you stop for a picnic. We should encourage people to bring along one of the sodas, because it's just the refreshing element of the natural flavor.
Rowena, are you able to add liquor to the flavorings that you have? So you could do a vodka mix, or...
What happened was a lot of people were asking if they could buy the concentrate to take home, because they said they wanted to make sodas, and I looked at them and they went, okay, actually we want to make martinis. And I was like, well, that's fine, we can accommodate you. The miniatures will actually make 4 martinis. The one that you're drinking is probably the best one. The strawberry jalapeno martini is outstanding. But also the blackcurrant ginger and the rhubarb Thai basil makes a beautiful martini as well. Vodka is a very simple one to work with. You can also put them into sparkling white wine. The blackcurrant ginger is particularly good with rum.
I like to ask my guests a couple of questions. And Rowena, do you have a favorite food or drink from your past that sort of stands out in your memory?
Seeing as I'm a soda diva now, I'm going to have to choose a soda. And my favorite soda growing up was dandelion and burdock, which is not something people here have heard of. It's actually made with the roots of the dandelion and the burdock, and it's a rich, brown, fragrant, heady, delicious soda that just takes me back to eating fish and chips in the Forest of Dean where I grew up with this just fabulous soda. And I guess the fact that I grew up with these really unusual tasting sodas kind of inspired me to want to make something that's a bit more unusual.
Would you say it's slightly similar to ginger beer?
I find it's like a cross between a root beer and maybe a ginger beer. It's one of those dark, heady, rooty flavors, but it's got a bit more fruitiness to it, I think.
And Sarah, do you have a favorite locally owned business that you enjoy visiting?
I certainly do. First of all, I'm a little bit biased towards female-run businesses or female entrepreneurs. Generally, the businesses that really stand out to me, I'm always surprised to learn that they're run by females. And my favorite that I would have to say today is J&R Grimsmo. If you haven't been and you're looking for a gift for a special female in your life or looking for something different, J&R Grimsmo has the most incredible selection of clothes. But I mean, they have their own line, so some of the items that you can find in store are made by them inside the store, so you can actually see them sewing sometimes. And then they carry Canadian designers at a really affordable price. Check them out if you have time.
Such a beautiful building too.
Oh, the design of the shop itself is absolutely stunning. When you walk in there, the eye for detail that those two women have is incredible. And if you go by bike, you get 10% off.
Sarah, can you talk about the exciting package that both iHeart Bikes and Local Tasting Tours is offering this year?
So what we decided to do this year was kind of simplify things for people, put our two tours together. People can take the 2-hour bike tour first and go around the city and really get an understanding and a feel for the city as a whole, and then have, with a little break, join the local tasting tour and fill their bellies after bike ride. So it kind of makes this ultimate Halifax package where you get to see the best of both worlds.
And it's so fun to finish up on the waterfront and to taste the local food. Thanks so much. And Rowena, I know people can find you on Facebook.
The concentrates that we sell, that we call them twist elixirs. So our website is actually twistelixirs.com. So that's Elixir is spelled Elixir. So we can be found here at the market. We also have one of our flavors at the Wooden Monkey. The Sweet Hereafter on Quimple Road currently carries our blueberry grunt cream soda and our key lime and lemon zest.
And Sarah, when does your season start? I know your new shop is going to be at the Sands at Seltzer.
You can find us online at www.iheartbikeshfx.com. And we'll be opening May 6th, and we'll be celebrating at that time. So if you go to our website, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter and subscribe to any updates that we have from there.
I really appreciate it. This is Emily with Local Tasting Tours. Looking forward to our upcoming season beginning June the 4th. Take a tour, take a bite out of Halifax.